At my level, I can do exactly what it is that I want to do. So we are fusing away Fuki and Clothal in order to fuse Lilim.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
So with Lilim, pretty simple. I want a Garula, I want a Zionga, I want a Freya, and I want a Masai. Pretty much everything that Fuki had, plus Freya.
It will receive a fraction of power.
So let's go ahead and make her.
I see.
We're not that far into the Devil Confidant. She's almost got enough for freeze boost, but whatever. Giant floating bead is angry. Grrr. So we are fusing away Zhao Chulten and Lamia in order to fuse Aramitama.
Choose the inherited skills, inmate.
Now, there's a lot of different options that I can have for Aramitama, but let's see. Which ones do I want? Definitely want Makoha, and I want Ega. Those are a definite. And I guess Agirao as well.
It will receive.
I've got Ice and Electric
extraordinary
on
power.
a number of personas, so I definitely wanted Light and Darkness, and Fire's fine.
Now for a rebirth.
Carve my savage anger in that face of yours! Urgh. I don't know why Aramitama seems like he's really buff or something.
Okay.
But he seems like that sort of persona to do that sort of thing. So he gets Rebellion, Marakunda, and Rage Boost. Okay. Rage Boost. Let's see. Automatically increases success rate of inflicting range. Oh, Rage, because taunt. To be honest, Rage is not exactly a fantastic thing to put on enemies. It helps if they are primarily a magic-based persona. So I guess it does have its uses. The thing is that I have no idea if moves like Miracle Punch or Lucky Punch stack with Rebellion. I want to say that they do, but I'm not entirely sure on that. No, well, I don't really need Rage Boost. And this is what I've been trying to get for a while now. So we are fusing away Kodama, Sudama, and Onzu in order to fuse Neko Shogun.
Choose the inherited skills.
Alright, so first things first, I want Takasha, because that's the whole point. I'll also teach him Defense Master. Gola, lots of Garu spells, and Aha.
It will receive some new power.
I was debating whether or not to give him Assault Dive or anything, but considering he's more of a mixed attacker, it helps to have another persona that has Darkness. Because that's certainly a spell I need on more personas.
Now for a rebirth.
Alright, so this helps out because, I mean, he's a star persona, so it helps out to have the Confidant.
Okay.
Oh man, I was hoping I'd get more magic than strength. But he also gets Invigorate 1. So, yay! More SP recovery! Next is Cornered Fang, which, can help if I screw up. But, I mean, I've got Defense Master to help me out. Plus Masuko Kanja to help dodge everything. So that'll help.
Oh,
Okay, I was an idiot and accidentally left the Velvet Room before actually talking to the Velvet Twins. Though it seems like if I enter with the right persona, they automatically trigger the rank up. Exactly how Margaret worked, actually. I thought you had to manually talk to them.
It would seem...
Yeah, they can function exactly like how Margaret did. Very interesting.
Excuse me? Hey, inmate!
Well, I'm getting more powerful personas and you're giving me more facilities to use here. Probably.
Yes.
Wait, how's that my fault? Well, I suppose we should move on to the next one, shall we? Alright, well, we still have a few more requests to get through, but we are slowly but surely getting through the Warden's requests. Although, it seems like Caroline was actually surprisingly nice in that one. Nicer than she usually is at any rate.
Farewell.
Okay, so now we have the second out of 3 tasks before we can get our next facility. So next we need to bring Lachesis with Tetraja. Ketsis,
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I've had a persona with Tetraja. If nothing else...
Time for some rehabilitation.
Of course,
Some
I may have already...
modification, huh?
No! Principality can give me Tetraja. Okay, and this can work, by the way. You can actually just make a skill card and then teach it to the persona that you need for the quest. And that will count, as long as the persona has that skill. Okay, I feel like, though, I have... Oh, well, Principality has it, so as long as I can fuse Principality into it anyway, I won't need the skill card. Can I even make a
Let us begin the
Lachesis?
search.
Lachesis. Not quite. And I can't use Principality for it at this rate anyway. If I can, then I don't have the right persona in order to actually make it.
You can't handle this.
Unfortunately, it also would mean getting rid of 2 personas that I very much like using. So that's a problem.
Done already?
Let's maybe get back to the dungeon now, shall we?
It is time, inmate.
What's up, everyone? This is All Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we continued our infiltration of Futaba's pyramid. We managed to unlock the secret to these doors, and we managed to get past the first barrier in this corridor. We managed to make a decent way into unlocking the second door, but we still have a bit of a ways to travel before we can actually open this door. In this episode, we are going to continue to make more progress into opening this second door. We managed to get one of the Eyes of Anubis from last time, so now we presumably need a second one. Find where exactly a piece of light is, and then just shine it on where that spot is. So as we're continuing to go through the palace, there is another history lesson that I would like to go over. Now, there isn't really a... Oh, there's a dog over there. There isn't really a whole lot that we have left, and you may be wondering, well, wait, are we going to go with Ryuji's ultimate persona now? And no, we've actually got something a little bit different in store for this history lesson. Please don't... Yes, I can ambush you!
Show me your true form.
The history lesson in question that I would like to
That
go
was an easy
over
battle.
actually deals more
Look,
with
a treasure
the
chest.
code name,
Why don't we crack it
specifically
open?
Futaba's code name, Alibaba. Now you might think that that is a rather odd choice for a history lesson, considering, you know, it's not actually a persona. However, it does still have some significance, and that does have some history behind it.
Show me your true form.
I was surprised I got that ambush.
All right.
So because that there is some
Let's go.
actual historical significance for this name, I think that it's only fitting that we do a little bonus history lesson. Ooh, a black robe. Wait, is that what I think it is? Yes. Okay, so this is a armor piece that we can use to transmutate for even more varieties of equipment that we can use. So we have the Kogatana for weapons, we have a black robe for armor, and we have the black rock for accessories. I don't believe there's anything particular
Somewhere.
for guns, but hey, we still have quite a few things that are of significance. Anyway, as I was saying, I would like to go over this little bonus history lesson for Alibaba. So that is what we are going to be going over today. Assuming... Haha, sucker!
I'll reveal your true form.
Hey, level up for Fox.
All right.
That enemy was
Out
really...
of curiosity's sake, there's a few different ways to go. I believe we need to head on over this way first. If not, then there are just a way for us to backtrack as well.
Focus.
Ooh, treasure. Now, Alibaba. Alibaba is the main character in the story titled Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. This story is one of many within the collection of stories of 1001 Arabian Nights. which in and of itself, like I mentioned, is a collection of a ton of stories. Although this story wasn't part of the original telling of 1001 Arabian Nights, it was added in the 18th century, first by Antonin Galland? Galland, yes. And then later, more officially, by Richard Burton. And has since become one of the more popular stories within the collection, along the same lines as Aladdin or Sinbad.
I have something.
Ooh! This is precisely why I made that item to begin with.
Child's play.
Anyway, our tale begins with two brothers, Qasim and Ali Baba. Qasim and Ali Baba were both sons of a wealthy merchant who one day died. Qasim marries a wealthy woman and takes over his father's business,
I have something.
whereas Ali Baba marries a poor woman and spends his days as a woodcutter. One day, Ali Baba overhears about 40 thieves as they leave their hideout. Now, their hideout isn't exactly a regular old, enclosure or cave or anything of that nature, though it is a cave. What this is that these thieves' hideout is a treasure vault that is hidden within a cave sealed by a magic door.
I'll reveal your true form.
Woo! I leveled up and Principality leveled
All right.
up.
Level up.
Cool. And one Principality level up because
All
he
right.
gets a really good skill. Nejiarama.
Sometime.
Next is Mabai Sudi. It may still be worth it to raise Principality.
Okay.
Anyway,
Easier
what
than
makes
cleaning my
this
brush, see it.
lair significant is the fact that it can only be opened and closed using the magic words. Ooh, a spirit belt. Let's quickly see what that does real quick. Spirit belt. Reduce physical damage. Ooh. I would not mind giving that to one of my party members. Why don't we give that to Queen? Why not? Now, this
See it.
lair can only be opened using the magic words "Open Sesame," and can only be closed using the magic words "Close Sesame."
I'll reveal your true form. I can see it.
And
That was an
after
easy-
hearing what these thieves were up to, Ali Baba decides to, well, investigate this lair.
This is...
Damn it! I thought this one only activated when I stole the other gem. Well, damn it, now I have to go all the way back. Well, at the very least, this gives me an opportunity to continue on my story. So, Ali Baba decides to enter the thieves' lair once the thieves are gone. And he sees that it is just filled to the brim with all sorts of treasures. All sorts of gold, gems, and priceless other artifacts. Things that are worth a significant
leap.
amount of
Take
money.
caution.
However, Ali Baba doesn't really take a whole lot of it.
Do not miss the moment that it lets its guard down.
Where the heck is it going? Well, I'll get you instead. Ali
I could've
Baba
handled that
takes
myself.
a small bag of gold coins and then promptly leaves the thieves' thieves' lair, making sure not to make any sort of trace that he was ever there to begin with. Upon returning home, though, he and his wife are ecstatic and decide to borrow Kasim's scales to measure the gold that he got.
Victory!
Damn it!
Okay.
Now, Alibaba specifically borrows
enemy was
his
really weak.
sister-in-law's scales, and the sister-in-law is rather curious as to why exactly Alibaba would need to borrow her set of scales. So, what she ends up doing is that she places a small bit of wax on the scales. Go ahead and put this back. Here's the music different. Oh, I don't think it... It's weird. I don't think this is part of the song, is it? I don't recall this being part of the song. Oh, no, it was. Okay. For some reason, like, the way that I put it back, it started with, like, this strange part of the song. It was like, wait, is that right? I don't feel that it's right.
Focus.
Anyway, what's up over here is another one of these barriers, and shining a light here on this wall. So there's nothing that we can do about it by, well, heading up there at this moment. So, like I mentioned, Alibaba's sister-in-law placed a bit of wax on her scales, just so that way she could see just what kind of grain that Alibaba would be wanting to measure. And to her surprise, when she got the scales back, there was a gold coin that was stuck to the scales. So you could bet that she immediately told her husband what exactly Alibaba wanted to measure.
What?
Are you kidding me? Wait, do I have to take the gem? Don't tell me I went all that way for... Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, I see what happened. Oh, god dang it. I put the gem back in the wrong spot. Well, damn it, I forgot that's how this puzzle worked. Okay, I'm not gonna bore you guys by going back again, so I'm just gonna go and grab that gem and be back. Alright, I got the gem. What's also nice is that if you simply just run into a place where you can interact with, like actually using the dash, you can do it automatically, so you don't have to press the button every time. Speedrunning tactics. Well, it just shows that it's not an actual curse. It's just a booby trap. Anyway, back to the story. So, Kasim, upon learning this information from his wife, confronted Alibaba and demanded to know where he got all this gold. Because, well, even though it was a single gold coin, where there was one, there was bound to be more. And after threatening Alibaba, Alibaba revealed to Kasim how exactly he got the money. He told him about the thieves' hideout as well as the magic words to open and close the way.
You got it.
Push.
This is amazing.
Panther, we just saw it fire. Guys, did you not literally see what just happened? Anyway, so after Alibaba told Kasim about the treasure, Kasim went to the thieves' hideout and started to ransack the place. He started to pillage all of the treasure that the thieves had.
There's a treasure chest.
Ooh, finally, our first lock chest. We get a blitz ring, a snuff soul, and a turquoise. Blitz ring. What does that do? Reduces electric damage, medium. Ooh. Something to give to Mona. Anyway, Kasim, in his, delight in pillaging the place, actually forgot the magic words on how to get out. I know, it's not really all that hard, but sure enough, Kasim forgot what the words were, and he was trapped within the thieves' lair. Unfortunately for him, he did not remember the words in time, and the thieves returned. And upon seeing Kasim, they prompted to not only brutally murder him, but also draw and quarter him, and placed his body parts in front of their lair, just on the inside. So anyone else who managed to find out what the magic words were, they saw that as a way to deter any other would-be thieves. Now, Alibaba waits for Kasim and realizes that he's been gone for a very long time. And so, Alibaba decides to head back to the thieves' lair once the thieves are gone. Once he enters, he finds Kasim's body strewn about the entrance. And since Kasim was his brother, he decides to take down those body parts and bring Kasim's body home, and tries to set him up for a sort of burial.
Hey.
Yeah, sure.
Hmm?
So we have a little bit of a puzzle that we need to solve. So we need to make sure that this is actually in the proper place. Now, it's actually not really too complicated since, there's only so many panels. However, what we want to do is first put that over there, then the Shadow Futaba there, her staff right here, and there we go. Very simple.
Yeah.
I see.
Right.
Something.
Well, let's continue onward then. Maybe we can learn a bit more about Futaba in that case. And, as we can very plainly see, the large door is opened yet again. Alright, as we progress up the stairs, we see yet another door.
Hey.
Well, I mean, we're a decent way up. And we've once again
A safe room might.
reached the safe room.
Yes. Looks like we can rest here.
So before we continue onward, let's maybe check in with our party members.
Well. Hey. What are your thoughts?
So we still have quite a ways to travel in that case.
Let's go.
Well, no sense dilly-dallying.
All right.
So, back to the story. So, Alibaba, taking the pieces of his brother, returns them to his household, where he instructs Kasim's former slave girl, Morgiana, to basically make Kasim's body look like he died of natural causes, as well as, you know, putting his body back together. Oh, hello. Well, let's look on ahead. Crap!
I'll reveal your true form.
So the first thing that
Stylish
Morgiana
victory.
does is that she buys some potions from an apothecary and tells the apothecary that Kasim is gravely ill and she's trying to get some medicine for him. Afterward, she goes to a tailor and, after blindfolding him so he doesn't know exactly, like, where it is that he's going, she leads him to Kasim's house and he stitches the body back together.
I have something.
Treasure.
I have something.
Now, with everything that's said and done, Kasim's body is ready for a burial. But things are not quite as well as they should be. Well, let's go follow her then.
Hey, wait!
So, yeah. we cannot go after where Futaba's shadow is, otherwise more boulders will just show up and then crush us. So we need to think of a different way of getting past. And there is. I think. Go over this. Yes, it's a very thin way to get through, but we can indeed get on over here. Not that it really does us much good. I'm wondering, can I? This is where we need to go. So that ledge will be useful a little bit later, but for right now. Can see that the boulders are all over there. And some sarcophagi as well as some more just rotting floors. So, back to the story. So, the thieves find out that,
Treasure chest spotted.
well, Kasim's
Must be
body
something
is
good
missing
inside.
since, you know, Alibaba took the body down. And they realize someone else knows their secret. Not only do they know about their lair, but this person also knows the secret words in order to enter it. And they can't have anyone who isn't part of their little band knowing their secret. So they go off and try to find who exactly knows the secret and attempts to get rid of them and everyone they know. Oh, why don't we push the button? It's not going in. So the thieves go and investigate. And as they are investigating, they find a very interesting piece of information. Specifically, this is not going to be good. This works.
Show me your true form.
You need some support?
Always glad for you to help.
Looking good, Panther! 2 bolts on the ground!
Alright. Well, this ought to help.
Work, team!
Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it! Why can I not get these freaking liquid mercuries?
Okay.
Anyway,
Easier than cleaning my...
let's go ahead and kick it down! And we also see that there is, well, a very interesting door. So we need to find a way to lift this mechanism. So the thieves, in their search, managed to locate the tailor, who has very recently had a very odd request to stitch a body back together. The thieves put 2 and 2 together and find that this is, in fact, the body that, you know, they cut up. Because, seriously, who else would request such a ridiculous thing?
Hey,
Why don't we check elsewhere? Okay, so there are these different stone slabs, but they don't appear to actually do anything. So, rather than focus on that, let's instead take a look at these. Actually, can we? I'm trying to remember what exactly it is that we needed to do.
you're right.
Maybe... I'm trying to remember exactly how this puzzle works. I think I usually have trouble figuring out, you know, what exactly it is that we need to do for this. What if we take a closer look at this stone slab? Oh, well that worked.
Hey, look at this.
01010. Yep, more puzzles. So, the thief who located the tailor demands to know where exactly he went in order to sew up the body.
Wait.
Indeed.
Indeed. However, the tailor doesn't exactly know how to get back, but once he's blindfolded, he's actually able to very accurately recall where exactly it is that he went. So, the tailor manages to lead the thief to the house that he worked on. I'm going to pause the story real quick in order to show a puzzle. So you see that there are 5 globes here as well as the blue one. That code that we saw corresponds to whether or not these globes, or spheres really, should be on or off. Now it's at 01010. So, since it responds to essentially binary code, let's do it. Whoa. Push.
I see.
Yeah, it's not like I already pointed it out. So, the thief lays down, you know, some sort of marker to indicate that that is the house that they should visit, since, you know, you can't exactly go in broad daylight. So, what he does is that he marks the door with a sort of symbol, and then promptly returns to tell, like, his band that, you know, look for this symbol on the door, and we kill everyone in that household. But nothing escapes Morgiana's watch. Instead, she sees exactly what this thief has done, and, in response, puts the exact same marker on all of the houses. So once the thieves come back, they see that all of the houses have the same mark. And they can't actually locate which one was the one that, you know, had Kasim's body and was actually, you know, Alibaba's house. So the leader of these thieves, in a rage, kills the thief who, you know, went out and tried to find where the house is. Next day comes, the second thief goes to where the tailor is, and very similar process happens. He blindfolds him, he leads him to the house. This time he leaves like a chink in the front stair. Morgiana watches and replicates that on every house. It gets to be dark, and then the head thief kills the second thief because, you know, once again, they can't freaking find where the freaking house is. So for the third time, the thief leader goes to the house, or actually, specifically, goes to the tailor, finds where the house is. And rather than leave any sort of mark, he instead commits it to memory. So he knows exactly where Alibaba's house is.
Hey,
Oh, let's push the button. Hey.
Yes!
You mean the one with the mural?
Wait.
We better keep going. Although we won't, because we are running pretty low on time and I'd like to finish the story. So I will slowly make my way back as I continue to recount the tale of Alibaba. So, the leader of the thieves commits the location to memory, and rather than, like, coming up with a, like, sort of thing that his two lackeys did, he instead comes up with a different plan. What he does is that he disguises himself as a sort of seller who is looking for lodgings for the night. He goes to Alibaba's house and meets Alibaba, talks with him, and manages to convince him that he should stay the night by showing him a ware, specifically a giant jug filled with oil. Now, there are about 38 jugs, and only one of them is actually filled with oil. The other 37 house the other thieves. And the plan is to ambush the house in the middle of the night and kill everyone in the household. But nothing escapes Morgiana's watch. She sees everything, and she can correctly surmise that the thieves are all waiting in the jugs. So what does she do? She, before night, takes some boiling oil and pours it down all of the oil jugs. Now, the other thieves are kind of cramped in these jars, and these jars are really freaking heavy, and they don't have the leverage to knock them over. So they're basically stuck with the boiling oil that's over their heads. And this kills all of the thieves that are in the oil jugs. Once it gets to be nighttime and the thief leader goes to wake up his crew, he finds that they're all dead and promptly runs away. That morning, Morgiana tells Alibaba what exactly transpired and what exactly she did. And after seeing the bodies, Alibaba and Morgiana go and bury them. And as a sign of gratitude for saving his life, Alibaba gives Morgiana her freedom. However, she still decides to work for Alibaba, even though she is a free woman now. Now, this is not the end of our tale, since the bandit leader is still out there. And after some time, the bandit leader befriends Alibaba's son, who has since taken over Kasim's business. Alibaba's son invites the bandit thief to dinner, where the thief intends to kill Alibaba. But nothing escapes Morgiana's watch. While the bandit thief leader may have fooled everyone else, Morgiana recognizes him as the one who, Alibaba talked to some time before. And in order to defend Alibaba, she puts on a bit of a performance. She does a bit of a sword dance as a form of entertainment for Alibaba and his guests. And during this sword dance, she takes a dagger, and when the bandit leader has his guard down, she stabs him right in the heart. Now this understandably freaks out everyone who is at the party, and Alibaba is furious. He demands to know what the hell she was doing when she killed a party guest. But Morgiana shows him and tells him why exactly she did that. And it doesn't take long for Alibaba to be very much thankful for Morgiana, since she once again saved his life. His reward for her this time, however, since she already has her freedom, instead, Alibaba gives his son to her in order to marry. And with all the thieves dead, Alibaba is free to use the treasure room for whatever purpose he wants, including taking all the treasure that the thieves had managed to muster. And he is the only one who knows the magic words, "Open Sesame." So that is the tale of Alibaba. A little bit of a bonus history lesson for today. And with everything that's said and done, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. We continue to go through Futaba's Pyramid. We've managed to unlock some of the secrets of those holographic spheres, but that is merely the beginning of a new area. We still have quite a bit to traverse through if we want to reach where the treasure is. But we are making progress, so there's that. Until next time, everyone, take care.